Well, that's it for our evening outing in Mangalore.
Hi. Can I get a cup of coffee?
It's nice to see Mangalore evolve in its dining and cafe scene as well. And I guess this is where young people like to hang out. Quite enjoying this Baguette Rusk. I think it would also make for a good dip into my filter coffee. Oh, lovely. Love the flavor of the ginger that's coming through this momo. That's a momo that's extremely tasty. So this is the mango passion fruit
yeah.
sundae. This is the tadgola, the ice apple, and this is what looks the most interesting. And this is called the Gajbaje.
Yes.
Get a piece of the baklava onto my spoon. Well, it's a warm evening here in Mangalore. The sun is just about to set somewhere over the horizon. And we've been here since yesterday. Been doing a lot of tasting. Had a big meenuta this afternoon, a full-on veg breakfast this morning. And yesterday too, on our way here, we tasted some traditional fare. So today I'm feeling like tasting something different and perhaps something lighter. I thought we'll begin with coffee first at this place called Buco Café that I've heard of. And the good thing is they also serve to you in the car. So that's where we're headed first. These cars are waiting to go in. Well, Buco Café seems to have a queue of cars waiting to get in. By the time we get in there, it may be well past coffee time. So I just keyed in another location. The place is called Buco Artisanal Bakery and Cafe, and it's only 2 minutes from here. Another drive-in place to grab a cup of coffee is Woodlands, but we've done that already and I've got an episode as well. I was in the mood to try something new. In fact, I'd put up a post on X and people said Taj Mahal Hotel, somebody said Ideal Cafe, and then this Buco suggestion popped up. I think it's a sign when you get to a place, you're unsure about it, but then a parking slot mysteriously opens just as soon as you get there. Hi, can I get a cup of coffee? Yeah, filter coffee? Lovely, let's do that. Well, the place is nice and cozy and seems to be quite busy. I don't know if I'll get a copyright strike because we've got some audio playing in the background, the house music. Well, that's what they call a Baguette Rusk. So basically, take the baguette and double bake it and you get a rusk with some, I think, icing sugar on top. That's good. That coffee is becha, hot, just the way I like it. That's a coffee that wakes you up. And staying with a coffee theme, we also have the Tiramisu here. This, I'm told, is a house special. So coffee meets coffee. This Baguette Rusk, and this is quite an interesting idea. Especially with that dusted sugar. They're saying in Hindi, "Dane dane pe likha hai khane wale ka naam." Basically means every grain of rice is destined for someone. And so while I set out this evening from the hotel with a filter coffee in a traditional place in mind, well, I landed in Buco or Buco, however they pronounce it. But I must say the filter coffee is certainly the sort that is a well-brewed filter coffee. What I'm also enjoying is the vibe of the place. It's contemporary, it's cozy. I like the cafe's ode to traditionalism. Be it in this red oxide katte that I'm sitting on. There's some Mangalore tiles that have been perched on the ledge there. There's a lovely artwork there of a coffee planter sipping on some coffee with his coffee berry laden, perhaps Robusta plant. It's nice to see Mangalore evolve in its dining and cafe scene as well. And I guess this is where young people like to hang out, right? Cut through the layers, you got the cocoa dust on top, I suppose. Then there's the sponge with the mascarpone or cream cheese. It's a nice dessert, and if you want an added kick of the coffee, which is typically what the sponge or the savardi in a traditional tiramisu is usually soaked in. If you want an additional kick of that, well, chase it with your filter coffee. Quite enjoying this Baguette Rusk. I think it would also make for a good dip into my filter coffee. Hold the rusk for just the right time, not a moment longer, because the coffee will swallow up that rusk. This and the coffee combination hits the spot.
Vanilla cold brew with passion fruit pulp.
So that's a passion fruit puree at the bottom.
Yeah.
And that's a vanilla cold brew.
We dip the vanilla pod, keep it for 16 hours.
16 hours. Oh, fantastic. Thank you very much. What's your name?
I'm Anmol.
Anmol.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Anmol. This is not my order. This is actually my cinematographer, Varun, who's filming me his order. But this looked quite adventurous to me. So I'm going to hijack this for a few moments, Varun. I think this is perfect actually to beat the kudla heat. You got all that passion fruit puree sitting at the bottom and topped with the vanilla cold brew. Some vanilla pod that's steeped into it for about 16 hours. I want to taste that coffee just by itself first. It's a little earthy. Oh, I have to mix it, yeah. But I want to just taste the cold brew first. Yeah, thanks Anmol. Anmol says mix it. I said no, I want to taste the cold brew first. Oh, that's delicious. That passion fruit puree is sour, of course, but there's also some sweetness in that. And then you have that crunch of the seeds. And with the cold brew, I think it makes for a great combination. It's also the sort that's quite refreshing because you got the sour freshness of the passion fruit and then the stimulating hit of the caffeine in that cold brew. I'm not tasting too much of the vanilla though, but I'm not complaining. Certainly something to try when you come here. The passion fruit vanilla cold brew. Check it out. How are you?
I hope you had a good time.
I did. I thought your Baguette Rusk was very clever.
Thank you so much. Thank you. We make it in-house.
Yeah, nice.
Good to see you. My whole family watches you and keeps sending me videos.
Yeah. I wish you the very best.
Thank you so much for coming.
See you. Take care. Thank you. Bye. Bye-bye. Hello. Momos are good. What are you having?
Classic chicken steam momos.
Oh, that looks very good.
Yeah, you should try some.
So after that cup of coffee and tiramisu, I just wanted to eat something light for dinner. And I thought of momos. And somebody, I think on Instagram or somewhere, also recommended that I should probably try this. What's your name, sir?
Rupesh.
Rupesh. आप कहाँ दार्जिलिंग के हो? Fantastic. So somebody said I should try the momos here at Taste of Darjeeling. क्या बना रहे हो वहाँ पे रुपेश?
पेरी पेरी
क्या विंग्स पेरी पेरी? ओ विंग्स भी है यहाँ पे. Ah, that looks spicy indeed. चिकन मोमोज दीजिए, चिकन स्टीम मोमोज देना, चिकन पेरी पेरी विंग्स देना.
ड्रिंक्स खाली
ओ विंग्स खाली हो गया. और क्या recommend करोगे आप?
मोमोज पेरी पेरी, चिल्ली मोमोज मिलेगा, शेजवान मोमोज।
तो ये क्या स्टर फ्राई करते हो? चिल्ली ट्राई करेंगे। हाँ, थैंक यू। Oh, lovely.
मेरा 2 साल हो गया, मेरा भाई का वो पहले खाना।
अच्छा, वो वाला पहले था। Okay, so I'm told Rupesh's elder brother Dixon began this momo tradition here. कितना साल पहले?
हो गया सर 7-8 साल।
About 8 years ago in Mangalore, and then Rupesh joined him a couple of years ago, and he had a little cart here out front, and now he's got this little kiosk where he does the momos. Thank you very much. I've got both my momos here. So this is the chicken steam momo with 2 sauces. I'm told that's a peanut sauce and of course a spicy sauce. And then we got something even spicier. That's the chicken chilli momos. And that's been tossed of course in a bunch of sauces, soy, chili, with some capsicum and some onions as well. I think we'll make a beginning with the plain momos without any of the dipping sauces. Love the flavor of the ginger that's coming through this momo. Adrak, very nice. The ginger has a nice warmth to it. इसमें थोड़ा आप chicken fat भी डालते हो ना? Chicken fat slightly. A good momo will also be one where there's some chicken fat that goes into that momo along with the meat. And that basically gives you that nice, moist, fatty sort of a flavor that coats your palate entirely. That certainly is a momo worth tasting. This morning was a full-on... You're waiting to meet me? Come. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I've seen you.
Yes. Morning I saw your post and I was like, oh my god, wish I could meet him. And finally, I
remind me of your name. Flavors from my kitchen.
Yes.
Ah, correct.
Oh, just passing by, I saw you. I'm like, oh my god, finally
I have a momo with me. So that's flavors from my kitchen here in Mangalore.
Yes.
And what's your name?
Swati.
Swati what?
Swati Shetty.
Swati Shetty. Fantastic. And who's filming there?
This is the person who shoots for me. My best friend.
Nice to meet you. What's interesting about this momo is the
Filling? No, the coating. I mean, this thing. Thin.
The bits of ginger that I'm tasting in that momo. You know, because the momo is nice and meaty and there's also a bit of fat, right? A good momo is one where there's also some fat. So that fat is what coats your palate.
Yes, exactly.
But cutting through that is the ginger.
Ginger, yeah.
Hmm?
Right. I'm so happy. I have no words.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have one more.
No, I'm done. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Likewise. Happy eating.
Thank you. Bye-bye. I want a picture with you.
Come. Follow her. What's your handle?
Flavors from my kitchen.
Flavors from my kitchen for all the foodie things in Kudla.
Yes, exactly. Right.
Follow her. Well, always nice to meet food lovers wherever you go, right? I'm loving the flavor of the ginger in that momo. In fact, so much so that there's a chutney there, but you know, I know what the chutney is going to taste like. But just that momo by itself is quite tasty. Mr. Rupesh. Mr. Rupesh is wondering, what is this strange man doing here at my shop with a light shining into my face? This time with some of that peanut chutney though. Very spicy. I can taste the hit of the chili on my throat right away. The peanut comes a very distant second in the manner that it registers on your palate. What is registering more is the chili, perhaps some vinegar that goes into it, I'm not sure. There's also a very strong sour sort of an afternote to it. And now some of that spicy chutney as I get my palate ready to taste the chicken chili momo here at Original Taste of Darjeeling. Oh, I also love the bits of onion. That's a momo that's extremely tasty. That's glistening with a lot of chili heat. It's hot, it's crunchy, especially the crimped edges of the momo, as it's been deep fried in that oil, has turned crusty. Of course, it's hit with a bunch of sauces, spicy sauce, some soy sauce, some vinegar. So you're tasting basically a melange of all of that. What I'm a fan of though, beyond this motley mix of that sauce and the chili and the peppers, etc., is actually the momo, the stuffing within the momo. eyes are tearing up because of the heat from that momo. If you visit here, I'm going to link it in the description below. My pick is the original chicken steam momo. This, if you like things spicy. I like your original momos, very good. 290, right? So your name is?
Dipson.
Dipson. Oh, yeah. That's the Dipson. So your brother?
Yeah. He's my cousin.
When did you come to Mangalore?
I'm come to Mangalore is 2009.
Okay. 15 years.
Yeah. I think I'm a first person who selling for the momos and the roadside. Is very few people know the momo that time. And when I kept at my momos displaying them board, what's the momo? Like this, no?
And since then now everybody knows your momos.
Yeah.
So you've obviously made impact.
Thank you. Thank you for
Thank you very much. Yeah. I mean, it was so nice to meet you. I love these chicken momos so much that I have ordered another half portion of them. But if you come to Mangalore, definitely check out the original taste of Darjeeling. These steamed chicken momos, the original, quite something, I must say. Well, after that spicy momo, we thought we should cool things down, and also with the Kudla heat. So we've arrived at Naturals, and this was a very impromptu stop, courtesy flavors from my kitchen. So we met Swati quite by accident there. Oh, she found us actually quite by accident. When we were done tasting the momo, Swati was still waiting and she said, would you like to try something? I said, well, given the weather and given the heat and given that spicy momo that I just tasted, perhaps something cooling. And so she's brought us to
Naturals Sunday. It's in Managudda.
Okay.
So welcome to Natural. Let's go in and then check it out.
There's all sort of sundaes happening
Yes.
there. Huh? I can see some fresh fruit, which is always a nice sign. What's that?
Strawberry cheesecake.
Strawberry cheesecake. Fantastic. And what do you normally get when you come here?
Here we tried that Gajbaje.
Okay, the Gajbaje is that GSB dish.
Something, some kind of with a tin pull-up kind of thing.
All right, fantastic.
We try the Gajbaje.
Okay.
And then there is some seasonal jackfruit thing. Even this is nice. Baklava with the
Baklava with a sundae.
Yes.
Okay.
And there is something called tadgola.
Oh, that sounds very cooling. And even the mango. And then maybe we'll get that, the Gajbaje that you
Yes.
spoke about. Always nice to end the evening with some ice cream.
Correct.
What are your recommendations?
Yeah, we had Gajbaje.
Oh, that's what I've ordered.
Gajbaje is very famous here.
Gajbaje.
Yes.
When customers validate your choice, it's always a nice thing. So I'm quite looking forward to that Gajbaje now. So this is a dessert that's inspired by a Konkani delicacy of mixed vegetables and fruits in a spicy coconut curry. That's what the Gajbaje is all about. So this is the mango passion fruit
Yeah.
sundae. This is the tadgola, the ice apple, and what else? The ice apple.
Nothing, just the ice apple.
And this is what looks the most interesting. And this is called the Gajbaje.
Yes.
Well, that certainly looks very interesting, but also probably the sort that will be the strongest on the palate. So should we go for the ice apple first? Go for it. Nice.
Very nice. On the sweeter side, but it's nice.
Yeah, you're right. There's a bit of sweetness to that ice apple, but that ice apple is nice and watery.
Juicy. Yeah.
Should we go deep in? Maybe we get a little more of
The fruit. The ice cream is on the sweeter side. Than that.
You know me, I need more than a few spoons to figure things out. I certainly find the sweetness of the ice cream a bit cloying. But what holds it together is the fact that the tadgola is nice and juicy. It's almost like summer in an ice cream cup. In an ice cream glass rather. It's got a nice, slightly jammy sort of a stickiness that your teeth is holding on to. So the sweetness too is a sort that washes down once you've tasted the tadgola, once you've bitten into it a few times.
Passion fruit, there's tadgola, and I think that's a strawberry.
What ice cream is this?
The malai. It's nice again, but same thing, little bit of sweetness.
I want to go for some of that Gajbaje on the side. There's a bit of that sugar sort of a rush that hits you. But I think what we need to do is perhaps get a bit of that tadgola in the mix. I think when you eat it with tadgola, that helps. The strawberry to me is a bit jammy. I think it's like a stewed sort of a strawberry, just so that they can preserve it, right?
The crunch from the passion fruit.
Yeah. What I'm enjoying most though
Tadgola.
is a tadgola in that sundae and also in this.
The tadgola.
The tadgola, but now I'm also tasting a bit of the sourness, the acidic sweet and sour note that comes from the passion fruit.
This you may like it. It's not on the sweeter side.
Ah. Anything with mango and that too in season. This I certainly like, the mango ice cream. It's creamy and thankfully not too
Not
sweet.
sweet, yeah.
And I guess that's because also of the passion fruit that kind of cuts the sweetness down a bit.
Yes.
I'm going to go all the way in. My vote totally goes to that.
It's nice.
Is that your favorite as well?
Yeah.
I've enjoyed the flavors, the scoops of naturals.
Okay.
To me, naturals ice cream is like fruit in an ice cream.
Fruit, exactly.
But out here, I certainly found the
Little
sugar
sweet, yeah.
a bit cloying. Well, we're in an ice cream shop, so you're going to hear kids bawling in the background, yelling perhaps for another scoop of the ice cream or perhaps another sundae, since they don't serve scoops here. But whilst we listen to all that, we've got another sundae coming in.
Baklava.
That's a
sundae.
baklava sundae. Well, I've just learned that Swati here is a school teacher.
Yes.
So that's your day job.
Yes.
And when it comes to the food content or the food vlogging, when does that happen?
That happens usually in the evening or on the Sundays. A shout out to you and few other bloggers because of you all. No, we have seen you. I mean, literally, we have seen how you people put forward things. I'm not that good at it, but the way you speak, I always try to say that palette, that the way you say, it's like superb.
It's the food.
Long way to go for us.
It's the food that speaks to us. We just have to pay careful heed to what it has to say. This certainly is a very colorful looking bowl with the baklava at the bottom, the malai ice cream. There's some pistachio and some dried rose petals. Get a piece of the baklava, get a little bit of the ice cream and also some of the pistachio, some of the nuts. I think there's some almonds here, perhaps toasted almonds, onto my spoon. The baklava is a riot of textures. I think there's some figs in that. I'm tasting the toasty notes of the almond. And then, of course, the richness that comes from that malai ice cream. Probably also some honey or sugar syrup that I'm tasting in that baklava.
It's there on the baklava.
I love the manner in which all the dry fruit is clumped together in one sticky, sweet mass. I think there's also some anjeer in that, some figs in that, that's bringing it all together. Ice cream sometimes are a messy affair, especially if it's a Sunday. This I like very much. I'm also tasting a bit of the flavor that comes from the rose petal, from the gulab. I think it's probably also a drizzle or some rose water on that baklava.
You get that gulkand kind of taste.
Yeah, perhaps not as cloying as gulkand, but if you stew that, yes, that's what it will turn into, gulkand. What I also like here is the flakiness of that baklava pastry. So if you were to vote, what was your number 1, 2, 3, 4?
Number 1, number 2, 3, 4.
I agree. Only one difference. Number 1 is just a tadgola, the ice apple. And then of course number 2, number 3, this and perhaps that looks great visually. And if you've got a sweet tooth, you'll enjoy all of them perhaps in a different order than we have. But if you want to try ice creams and try them in a different presentation, well, you can certainly try natural sundaes. Well, that's it for our evening outing in Mangalore. When we set out, we didn't know what we were going to explore, but I think in the last 3 hours, we've certainly explored a lot. We've met food lovers along the way, and we made a brilliant finish with some ice creams of Mangalore. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you on the next one. Take care, stay safe, stay strong, and happy eating. Go for it. You took exactly the part I had my eye on. That's why I very few times I actually collaborate. It's because of this. I'm just joking. If you'd like to support the work that we do at Food Lovers TV, do consider joining our membership community on YouTube by hitting the join button below or on the home page and receive special privileges like behind the scenes footage, shoot updates, access to live Q&As and a lot more. You could support us on our Patreon page as well. For more info, check out the links in the description below. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, share and leave a comment below. Happy eating!